Hi, I'm Evan Deal, and on today's episode of Living in Indianapolis, Indiana, we are going to dive back into the cobbled streets of Zionsville and explore all of the area, everything there is to see in Zionsville, the nature, the downtown, the really amazing communities and custom luxury built houses that make up a lot of the real estate market in Zionsville. And we're going to show it all to you right here, right now. But first, be sure to hit the like button. It's a really great thing to do and it helps us out a lot. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you are notified every time we upload a new video. That way you're staying in the loop on everything that's happening around the 317 and you will see all of these wonderful communities that make up Indianapolis. Now let's get into Zionsville. All right, so let's take a look at Zionsville on the map. So as you can see, we have Indianapolis here, the Circle City, and up in the northwest, we have the suburb of Zionsville. Zionsville sits in Boone County, which is a little different than the other north side suburbs we've looked at, with Fishers, Carmel, Westfield, Noblesville. Those all sit in Hamilton County, but Boone County is northwest of Berrien County, which is where Indianapolis sits. So let's zoom in. Take a look here at Zionsville. You can see the borders of it. Main roads, we have 465 coming around the city, and then there's actually 865, which branches off of 465 here, and it connects over to 65, which is the major northwesterly road that takes you up to Chicago. So this is a little extra stretch of interstate just for Zionsville and Boone County. And then highway-wise, we have 421 here, which goes north to south as well. And then 32 at the north will take you over to Westfield. So those are the major arteries around Zionsville. If we zoom in a bit, you can see Zionsville's downtown is off to the south, and there is so much to do here. There's plenty of green space, plenty of businesses. We can zoom in a little further. And let's actually dive into some of those right now. Here we have some of the local restaurants in Zionsville, the downtown area. We have Salty Cowboy, Tequileria. We've got Tipsy Mermaid, Conch House and Cocktails, Cobblestone. And let's actually go ahead and dive into Street View so you can get a look. So you can see the beautiful cobblestone streets in Zionsville, and it just has such a unique vibe and a really cool Main Street USA feel. Just get a look. Look at all the local businesses you have throughout Zionsville, with all the brick, beautiful brick in the buildings and the streets. So it's just a really unique feel that you don't see throughout the rest of Indianapolis. It is truly unique to the Northwest here in Zionsville. So next up, let's look at some of the green spaces. You have the Big 4 rail trail here. That goes northwest, and if you go down, you actually have the Heritage Trail Park as well. So Heritage Trail is one of the bigger parks in Zionsville. Lots to do here. You can see just tons of green space. You got courts, playground, just a good time. And Holiday Farms, you have, which is green space because it's a golf club. So beautiful, beautiful golf club. And there's tons of golfing opportunities around Zionsville as well. You even have Turkey Foot Nature Park. You have Mulberry Fields. Really, I mean, you can just see it on the map. There's just tons of green space all across Zionsville. It really is a cool place. I also wanted to highlight Elm Street Green. Let's actually dive into the street view and go up. Another great green space where you can get all sorts of vegetables and just the community garden aspect. A really, really cool place, and something you don't see a lot across Indianapolis. So I mentioned earlier the Indianapolis Colts training facility. It's not technically in Zionsville, but it's very near Zionsville, and that's why you see a lot of the Colts players live in Zionsville. So let's look at the map. You have the Indiana Farm Bureau Football Center, also known as the Colts practice facility, here in Eagle Creek. And so let's see if we can street view it because it's pretty cool looking. So drop in here, and there we go. Drive on up the street, and you have it off in the distance. So this is where the Colts are planning to win our next Super Bowl. Let's go. And you see a lot of players live in Zionsville, so I wanted to mention it. And now let's go ahead and dive into some of the communities around neighborhoods so you can see the amazing houses that are there. So if we look at the homes in the Zionsville real estate market, you'll see a lower volume than some of the other areas we've looked at in and around Indianapolis because the population of Zionsville is smaller. It's between 30 and 40,000 people, which is a lot smaller than the 100,000 we saw in Carmel, the 100,000 we saw in Fishers, and of course, the many hundreds of thousands we see in Indianapolis. So let's take a look. In Zionsville, you're going to notice, as with every area, that it's going to vary based on the neighborhood. And there's different pockets where you're going to have different price ranges of home. So here, to start off with, we're going to look at sort of the median middle price range. They're going to be more expensive across the board in Zionsville. It's one of the more affluent areas around Indianapolis, and home prices are elevated compared to other suburbs. It's very comparable to Carmel, and the median actually might even be a little bit higher than Carmel. But definitely compared to the rest of the Indianapolis suburbs, they're going to be a lot higher no matter where you're looking in Zionsville. So just south of downtown, you see we're in the sixes. Just to the west, we have some sevens, 1 million, and this is typical for the area. Here we have the sixes, fives. Let's take a look at some of these, so you can see what your money will get you in Zionsville. So here we have a 650. Let's look at a 635. So houses that might be a different price in different parts of Indianapolis. They're going to be more expensive in Zionsville. And that's true across the board because of the demand to live in this area. So let's pull up a little bit. As we move north, you're going to start to see the prices go up a bit. So here we have 1.2, 1.1, 2 million. You can see some of the luxury options in Zionsville. So here's what 1.1 million will get you. And let's dive into some of the other ones. 1.3 as well. So a lot of bigger homes in Zionsville, and you have some big lots as well. You really take advantage of the tremendous amount of nature here. So this one's in Willow Ridge. Very nice community in Zionsville. You can see larger home, luxury style home, rich finishings. Lot of homes like this in Zionsville. And the cool thing about the real estate market in Zionsville is you see a lot of unique homes, a lot of custom builds. Here's a 3.9. This one's in Holiday Farms, which is a very nice neighborhood in Zionsville in terms of the homes and the home values there. So check it out. High-end finishes, really custom design. And this is something you just don't see everywhere around Indianapolis. Zionsville is definitely a community and area where you see some cool different homes. Here we have 900,000, 900,000, 1.1. So you can see higher end homes throughout Zionsville. As we move to the north a little bit, still 1.3, 1.3. This is definitely the place for luxury living in Indianapolis. There are pockets around Indianapolis where you see a higher congregation of luxury homes. Zionsville is probably the foremost of those. You see it in Carmel as well. You see it in Geist. You see it in Center Grove. There are luxury homes throughout the city. You see it in Meridian Kessler as well, down south a little bit in Indianapolis. But Zionsville has a high concentration of them. There are a lot of nice homes in Zionsville. Here's a 6.9, which is for other markets that's not uncommon. For Indianapolis, that's pretty high. So here's what 6.9 million will get you in Zionsville. Absolutely gorgeous view, circular drive. So as you can see, the Zionsville market definitely elevated from a price standpoint. Let's move down a little bit. As we move out a little bit, you see a little more less expensive homes for the Zionsville area, still higher than the Indianapolis median. You see 420, 425, but this here you're on the outskirts of the area. Down here, You have Traders Point, just south of Zionsville. Really cool area. But you can see the cheaper homes within Zionsville are still not cheap. They are significantly higher than the around 250. That's the median for the Indianapolis market, and they're even higher than the median for the north side of Indianapolis. So definitely luxury living throughout Zionsville. Lots of custom built homes, lots of golf communities and higher end communities as well. Tons of options for the houses you're looking at. And if you are interested in Zionsville, if you want that small town feel but want to live close to the big city, let me know. I would love to show you any of these houses in this area. Tons of really just very nice neighborhoods, and even the really great downtown in Zionsville as well. I'd love to help you out with that. All right, let's run down some area stats for Zionsville. The 2025 estimated population of Zionsville is about 33,665 people. It's been growing at about 1.71% annually since the 2020 census. The median household income in Zionsville is $159,000. The median home price in Zionsville is over $600,000. It's actually down a little bit since December, but up on the whole year over year. Home ownership rate is 85% for the area. Zionsville schools feature a 98% plus graduation rate, according to public data. And they rank in the top 5% of all of Indiana's public schools. Zionsville Community Schools are ranked number 4 in Indiana and number 281 nationally. They're consistently ranked among the top schools in Indiana and have a 74% AP participation rate. Some of the luxury communities around Zionsville include the Village, which has a historic downtown adjacent area with restored Victorian homes and newer estates, starting at around $700K, and is known for its walkability to Main Street. You also have Stonegate, which has modern luxury with homes in the $650K to $1 million plus range. It's got pools and trails. You have Holiday Farms, which is a golf-centric community with homes in the $800,000 plus range, which has kind of blends rural charm with upscale design, including that Pete Dye golf course. And you have Austin Oaks, which has wooded lots with homes in the $600 to $900K range. It's kind of prized for its privacy and spacious layouts. Wow, what an amazing area. We can't wait to make more videos about Zionsville. And if you want to show your support for that and stay in the loop on everything that's happening in Zionsville, the north side of Indy, and Indianapolis as a whole, be sure to hit the like button on this video, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I'm Evan Deal. This is Living in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.